halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Second and a yard at the 26-yard line.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
58's the mark. 58's the mark. It's a party now.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
We own them.
Hey, Charlie.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And an alley to run. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, ball. Hey, box truck.
3 buzz. 58, boys, 58.
This time, Trubisky will throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They run with Pumphrey. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And down inside the 15 he goes. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 14.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Hey, ball.
First carry from Mike Davis, the former Seahawk. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks. At the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
They'll run here with Pumphrey. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 yards there, 1st down. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
I know you ain't got it.
They'll try and run this. It's Pumphrey. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
This Charger defense continuing to hold. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he's into the clear. The 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 79 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there. Oh, this is blocked. The Bears pick it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, 5, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
But there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Alert, 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 alert.
57's the mic.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Deep for the Chargers, Desmond King. Fielded at about the 28. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. What a great surprise Austin Eckler has turned out to be. That's the kid that was undrafted out of Western State, signed with the Chargers in 2017, and then last season, 554 yards at 5.2 yards per carry, and then he was also effective catching the football. 39 receptions, over 400 yards there. A great compliment to Melvin Gordon. Rivers on first down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, Delta!
On 2nd down, Eckler takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Rivers now from the 50. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Check me 90. Hey, Brown 80.
Switch it.
Room.
Check. Frag down. Shoot.
Load it. Line 5-4.
Shoot. You go tight. You got time.
Wait, 80 minutes.
They run on first down with Jackson, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Shoot.
Rush in.
Hey, Delta.
Show it up. Check.
300.
Rivers hands off to Eckler. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Check 390. 380.
That's what I do.
Cluster.
Check.
Round. Hey, Echo. 300.
Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 21. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
Because
at all.
those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Check 43.
On second down, this is Jackson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now Rivers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Khalil Mack. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. It's a gain of 35.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10.
Hey, Orbit.
57. Mike, 57.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
58, the money. He can't hang.
5.
58, the money.
2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Get up. 180.
Let's go one more. Are you getting the headache? Are you getting the headache?
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Trubisky. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do this.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 44 yards away. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a 1-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Go team, spell.
Time go.
Wait. Smith.
58, Mike. Hey, Marcus.
Now Rivers. Green with a catch left side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, Rivers. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Hey, Haywood!
On 3rd down, Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Leonard Floyd make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively.
Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the 3rd phase, but you see here it can be the 1st phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Check, 380! 380!
Jump. 36. Check 31. Watch twist.
Load it! Keep it skinny!
Alert flare.
Hey!
Motion out of the backfield.
They'll run here with Eckler. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And now Rivers will lead the Chargers up to go for 2.
Check 52.
Watch the shoot.
Run 80.
58's the money.
22 jet bomber.
Check.
Hey, I'm going to go load it.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky. There it worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10, kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something to get you off to a quick start.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Pumphrey. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, exit.
Trubisky will throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
57. Mike, 57.
Let's make these babies cry.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
At the 49-yard line.
Get up. 180.
Mike, 58, right there. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
The 1st down carry for Davis. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Trubisky, his throw incomplete. The intended target, Mike Davis, and it's 3rd and 4.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Yo.
Alert, 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 alert.
58 for Mike, 58. 58 for Mike.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Burton. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17-all. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Set.
The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Allen has it, left side. A gain of 6 there on first.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. It's almost a tendency breaker.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Now Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Ready? Hey, 79! 79!
Check 26, check 26.
Running on first down, Eckler. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 50-yard line. That's the
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Stay there! 180! Cluster! Load it! Load it! Hey! Wahoo!
58, Mike. Squeeze, double. 58, come on.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. So even with the pass interference, it's a completed pass. They'll go ahead and just take the play instead.
How about the effort? Making the catch despite the pass interference. Nothing else to be gained on the play. No need to take the penalty. The play stands.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Eckler. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Watch the safety creep.
Once more, here's Eckler. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Kill, turn it.
Hey, go orange. Hey, zoom.
To throw on third down, Rivers. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
at their own 23-yard line.
Go!
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great error. Now Trubisky lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Blue, blue, blue. Go, go!
Now it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again this time to the tailback. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I-7.
New Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch the slant, watch the slant. Under.
Ran, top. 18, 18.
Check, 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 check.
Blue draw Corker.
Now Trubisky to throw. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You ain't got nothing.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. This time, Trubisky will throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Pumphrey. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike's 49. Mike's 49. Take 4. Take 4.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 20, 10, and he's in. Are you kidding me?
How do you get that
One
up?
of the most improbable ways to finish a game, and they do win it on the final play.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back